GM und herzlich willkommen zu Episode 15 von Kryptoticker, der Podcast. Alex Dulub war lange Zeit ein sogenannter White Hat Hacker. Er arbeitet bereits seit 2013 im Blockchain-Space und hat in dieser Zeit schon diverse Firmen und Projekte gestartet. Sein aktuelles Baby passt zu seiner vorherigen Leidenschaft als White Hat Hacker und das ist der Web3 Antivirus. Wir konnten ihn auf der NFT Paris treffen und ihn genau darüber ausquetschen. Herausgekommen ist ein tolles Gespräch über die Anfänge von Web3 Antivirus, wie das Produkt eigentlich funktioniert, wie sie es kontinuierlich weiterentwickeln. Wir sprechen über technisch intelligente Scams, die Next Steps und vieles mehr. Also direkt rein und viel Spaß mit Episode 15 und Alex Dulub.
Alex, pleasure having you here. We're sitting in the media area at NFT Paris. You've been here for, 2 days now? It's the second day. What's your perception? How do you like it?
Yeah, so hi. Pleasure is mine. So it's really great to be here. It's a lot of great projects and we can see a lot of validation and feedback about our project as well. It's because, and this is actually what is important because this is what you need to receive in order to continue building, in order to continue improving yourself, and like kind of a feedback. So yeah, it's currently it's going very, very good.
Okay, you already mentioned the project. You're with Web3 Antivirus. Maybe give a short intro. Like, what's your pitch sentences, your elevator pitch on what it is?
Okay, so Web3 Antivirus is actually an browser extension that protects users from different kind of Web3 scams. Phishing attacks, fraud, malicious smart contracts. So everything you wouldn't want to meet, you wouldn't want to face when you interact with the Web3.
And did you get scammed, or how did you come up with it?
No, it's a long story. I used to be a white hat hacker like over a long time ago. I created a company, like a blockchain development company, and we've been working on delivering blockchain solutions, layer 1 protocols, different DeFi apps, and smart contract audits for enterprises, for individuals. We also used to work on kind of investigations on a scams. So, and all of that accumulated in a kind of a project. So our experience, our knowledge, we wanted to bring and help users with that information, so they get protected and they stay safe, in the Web3.
Okay, I can imagine that. How many people are you?
So for this project, we have 8 employees. We've been building it for maybe 6 months. But before that, we had a different story. We started with a data structure, data infrastructure. We started to collect information about the NFTs, everything that has happened to a specific NFT, for example, sales, transfers. And we realized that a lot of scam, like wash trading, IP infringement, everything is happening with an NFT. So that actually... it was a core stuff that we started with Web3 Antivirus, like provided information about this stuff.
Yeah, and so it's a browser extension, right?
Yeah.
So I just go into, my Chrome browser extensions and look for Web3 Antivirus and I install it.
Yeah, so you can just go to the Google Chrome store, like you install your MetaMask browser extension. Yep. You also can find us in there. You can install in one click. It requires 0 setup. No integrations, no seed phrases, passwords, whatever. So, and it's actually enabled by default and providing you active protection from those scams. So every time you interact with a button, with sign-in and transaction. So, when you, expect to receive a MetaMask window, it's actually how it works. When you expect to receive a MetaMask window to sign a transaction, we intercept that call. We kind of put it in a pause for a minute and tell you information in a readable, understandable way, what you are going to sign.
Yeah, exactly. That would have been my next question. How do you actually do it?
So when you, we detect lots of different scenarios, detectors within the smart contract. So how it works? Let me start from the beginning here. It's when we intercept the call, the call to the MetaMask, we have a bytecode that we pass to our backend, and our backend within our testing environment simulate the transaction in order to understand all the smart contract that will be executed during the transaction. And we pull the source code of every smart contract. We do static analysis. We proceed with other kind of with other frameworks to detect vulnerabilities in a smart contract. It's kind of an automatic audit of the smart contract that we're doing in a seconds, and we deliver that result to a user.
Yeah, but you have to update it consistently, right? Because obviously smart contracts also change, right?
Yeah, so every time it's a good question because every time we need to analyze smart contract, we get it from the node, we get it from Etherscan and see if the code is available. We pass it through our frameworks and analyze it. But it takes seconds, like less than a second. And some of the smart contracts, they don't change for quite a long time.
Yeah, but you cannot guarantee that there is no fraud still, right?
Yeah, we cannot give you like 100% confidence with in this case because always, so it's a kind of a competition between us and fraudsters that are trying to find different ways how to steal your money. And we are trying to win them. And so there are different algorithms. So users, like there are some basic rules that you should avoid in order not to get scammed. And we just help to avoid those situations in an automatic manner.
Who's your biggest competitor? Because I have to think of one immediately.
Yes, which one?
Revoke.cash.
Revoke.cash, it's a little bit different. So yeah, Revoke is actually, it shows where you gave your proofs. And we also will add this feature in the next version or two. But so they actually provide information about where your tokens, who has access to your tokens.
Yeah, but I mean the browser extension from Revoke.cash.
It's a browser extension, and they provide that information, and you can revoke your access. We also add that one. So we also detect smart, for example, financial fraud with an NFT, like wash trading and other stuff. We detect vulnerabilities in a smart contract. We are doing transaction simulation, and for example, Revoke, they does not do this.
Okay.
And there are a couple of others. Actually, we have a big comparison table for our internal use in order to keep tracking of our competitors.
Yeah, sure.
I can tell you more that there are about like 12 competitors that currently exist.
Okay.
And we know everything about them in order to be ahead of them.
Yeah.
And at this moment, as of this comparison table tells, we are already much ahead of them.
Yeah. Do you work with Boring Security DAO? Do you work with groups like those?
We cooperate with Hacken. We cooperate with some other agencies, and we used to be blockchain. We actually still have. I still own a company that has professionals on with a blockchain development security. So we have that expertise internally, but we still work with some other external companies.
Yeah, and currently it's completely for free, right?
Yeah, it's completely for free, and we will stay. The essential part will stay forever for free, and we will never require like for payments, for integrations, whatever.
Okay, and how do you earn? I mean, how do you make revenue?
Yeah,
how do you earn money?
Yeah, it's a good question. So yeah, it's actually first of all, our mission is to protect users because the more users protected, the better adoption, the better ecosystem. So yeah, it's much better for all of us. And we will have a premium subscription for when you would like to know more information about, for example, what you are buying. Let's say about the NFT. So you are buying an NFT, and you would like to know that NFT was wash traded, for example, for 80%.
Yeah.
So it's like it's something cheap. It's worthless, and you wouldn't want to have it. And for these cases, so in a free version, we will say that there are some financial risks with that NFT, but with a premium, we will tell you exactly what are the risks and like how much was that wash trade. Or, for example, IP infringements that you are buying not an original collection, but a copycat. We also can deliver that information for you too.
Moment. Jetzt gibt's erstmal ein bisschen Werbung. Und zwar für Kryptoticker. Kryptoticker ist nämlich viel mehr als dieser Podcast. Kryptoticker ist die Community rund um Web3, Kryptowährungen, NFTs und allem, was dazugehört. Bereits seit 2015 kümmert sich das Team von Kryptoticker darum, Neulingen und Profis eine Heimat im Kryptospace zu bieten. Auf kryptoticker.io findest du jeden Tag neue Artikel und Insights, prall gefüllt mit News, Tipps, Hintergrundinfos und spannenden Einblicken. Im Kryptoticker Discord kannst du dich mit Tausenden von Gleichgesinnten austauschen, Fragen stellen, Kontakte knüpfen und vieles mehr. Schau am besten jetzt gleich in die Shownotes rein, denn da findest du alle Links zu Kryptoticker und kannst direkt ein Teil der Community werden. Und jetzt weiterhin viel Spaß mit Kryptoticker, der Podcast.
How do you see it generally? I mean, my perception specifically in like 2021 was that scamming was or is one of the biggest issues when it comes to mass adoption, because people consistently hear about scams. And to be honest, I think most of the people I know have either been scammed or, I don't know, bought something that eventually turned out to be completely worthless. Not necessarily a rock, but something where they just, I don't know, went the wrong thing. Do you think that this is an issue that will be solved by solutions like you and will not be as big as an issue in the future? Or will this it will obviously be a continuous fight between scammers and white hat hackers like you guys, or people that actually provide those infrastructure layers. But do you think that problem will become smaller eventually?
I hope so. So here's an analogy with antiviruses that we used to have, it's all about the education. And with our extension, we are trying to deliver. We're trying to educate people. We are trying to foster some basic instincts when they work with the Web3. So this is what we are doing. So, and I believe that through the education we can reduce the amount of scam. But currently it's growing. So we can see that more and more scams, more and more schemes are happening every day.
Yeah, and they are becoming creative, or not becoming, but they are creative, right?
Yeah, they're very creative. Yeah, so it's one of the funny, not funny, but it's one of the things that we detect. For example, honeypots. Everyone know, like most of the users know about honeypots. It's things that you can buy but you cannot sell. But fraudsters, they are, like you said, they're creatives, and so they're creating smart contracts that allow you to sell, for example, honeypots, like one piece or some amount of tokens. But once you hit a threshold, smart contract logic does not allow you to sell those. So you would probably see a great deal from somewhere, and you would see an arbitrage opportunity, and you would, oh wow, I will sell, but I will try with a small amount, and you try with a small, you sell, you profit, and I will sell the others. I will go all in, and once you go all in, you just bring more liquidity. It gets even more higher. And you cannot sell because the smart contract doesn't allow, and we can detect this one as well. Yeah. And it's lots of ways where the scams can exist, and you will not even know and understand it. It's even possible.
All right. Okay. Good that we met, because I definitely have to download the extension, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. If it's free, it doesn't require from you anything actually. So it's you don't need to do anything in your browser. You don't need to connect. So
yeah. What does your typical day look like? I mean, I don't know, you're a dev yourself, right?
Yeah, I used to be a developer myself, like a security engineer long time ago. Currently I have a brilliant team. I have a exceptional team, I would say, that I love to work with, and I like to communicate with them and see how we could improve this project even further. And so building every day, we are trying to do something better and to improve our framework, our methodology of risk assessment.
Yeah, okay. Is there something you've planned for the future which you can already spill? I mean, something you can state what you want to develop in the next coming months or year or something?
Yeah, so it's we're adding more detects. We're trying to reduce false positives by analyzing, by bringing some additional metrics, additional algorithms. And also we are rolling out to to other networks like BNB and Polygon and probably Solana. Yeah. So trying to support those
as well. Yeah. Cool. Good.
And B2B integrations as well. So it's very important to protect users within the protocols, wallets, exchanges, through the APIs.
Yeah, I was just that was something I was thinking about as well, right? Because currently this is mostly targeting end consumers, right? It's not a B2B business, but there are various cases where this is relevant for B2B as well, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, smart contract audit, these kind of things that can be automated, right?
Yeah, exactly. So we have an API and we can deliver, and we have the data, and we can deliver the data on behalf of their users. Like, I mean, they can check through our API smart contracts before user withdraw to some malicious website, to some malicious address.
And there is a revenue.
And there is much more revenue, of course.
Yeah. Okay, got it. All right.
And actually, here's a tricky point, a tricky thing, because free users, they are kind of a sentinels. They produce us as signals. Most signals they produce, it's a kind of a Facebook. If you think from this way, when the users produce content, our users, they also produce content, but more security content. So they kind of are validators.
Yeah.
More users we have, more content we have, more precise we are, and we more value we add for B2B users and for our end users as well. Yeah. So our goal is to get as much users as we can, and so we deliver value more and more.
Yeah. Is there? You mentioned the honeypot method with the where you actually could sell one item and the others you couldn't. Is there a scam or a method where you were when you saw that or when you first stumbled upon it, where you were like, okay, well, that's really clever, like something that really stuck out? You have something in mind?
I need to think about it, but this one with the honeypot was really a gem. For now, because it required us transaction simulation to detect that one. I think there were recently we found another one, but I cannot remember the exact details at the moment. But yeah, every day something new is coming, and you just trying to keep track of everything and trying to check everything and see if you are if you can protect from those frauds.
Okay, all right then. Let's come to the end. I've got some either-or questions that have nothing to do with Web3 Antivirus. You just choose whatever you like more, Bitcoin or Ethereum.
I'm more Bitcoin maximalist because since I'm working with crypto and a blockchain since 2013, and I actually have a patent for NFTs over Bitcoin, and so this is why I'm more about Bitcoin.
Okay,
but Ethereum, it actually gives a freedom for developers and a flexibility to try to test, and so it's both of them. They are very different, and I like both of them. And but more about if I can tell that Bitcoin is more for me. It's a protocol of value, like value protocol, rather than Ethereum more a sandbox for me.
Yeah. Cool. Twitter or LinkedIn?
LinkedIn. But with Web3, I have to be with Twitter.
With Twitter, yeah, you have to. OpenSea or Blur?
Blur is much more robust, and we like Blur much more. But because we parse all the protocols in order to understand the details. But we like Blur more because we think it has more future.
Yeah. Bored Ape Yacht Club or CryptoPunk?
CryptoPunk.
Croissant or pain au chocolat?
I don't know.
Both not your thing?
Both not my thing,
Okay, pastel de nata?
Pastel de nata,
You live in Lisbon.
I live in Lisbon,
Okay, then we do pastel de nata.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, Alex, for being with me. All the best with Web3 Antivirus. Help us not being scammed anymore. Enjoy the rest of NFT Paris and all the best.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Vielen Dank fürs Zuhören. Und wenn euch die Folge gefallen hat, dann lasst uns gerne ein Like da, klickt auf Abonnieren, macht eine Bewertung oder was euch sonst so einfällt. Damit helft ihr uns ziemlich. Und jetzt einen schönen restlichen Tag, Abend oder Morgen und bis zum nächsten Mal.